So I've heard it said that some of the worst roads lead to the most beautiful destinations. Or, it's not about the destination, man, it's about the journey. There's always gonna be another mountain. Not to worry about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Well, let's get to climbing, man. Amazing what a couple miles can do. Chain law is in effect. You got to put on chains if you want to go up the hill. Here in Nevada, Wells, Nevada. I don't know. I'm looking at the radar and it says should be passing by soon. But I don't feel like just sitting here. I want to get going, but I don't want to get out there and put chains on. That's trucking. Yeah, so I went ahead and put my big girl panties on and got outside and threw some iron on those tires. And I really started to wonder if I really needed to. I mean, look at this. What? For real? Well, it doesn't really look bad, but chain law is in effect up here climbing this hill and near Wells, Nevada. And the roads, it's not covered. I mean, who knows? Something can happen coming up, but I thought, well, I can sit here and wait for this to pass, or it may take several hours, and I'm tired of waiting around for this weather. So I just slapped some chains on my drives, and I'm rolling uphill. And they were gathering like crazy down there at the bottom, where I just was. I knew it was going to get packed there in a minute, so I said, fuck it, I'm putting my chains on, I'm getting out of here. So, anyway, I'm sure here in a moment I'll be taking them right back off. But maybe I'll be done with this weather for this trip. It's been a long trip. I waited out. I-80 in Wyoming. I sat in Sydney, Nebraska for a little bit because the road was closed. I-80 was closed. Yeah, so I sat that out yesterday. The interstate was closed only for a few hours, but then it said it was open but closed to light, high-profile vehicles. And I'm not heavy. I got this van and this other little Bobcat on here. I'm not heavy at all. And so I waited and waited. And man, I just got tired of waiting. I said, fuck it. I took off. It wasn't bad at all. But I guess everybody's being super cautious. It's been a really tough winter out here. I mean, I've already been stuck out here once there in Wyoming. Sat in Evanston for a couple days. Boy, that cold air has got my lungs jacked up. But anyway, honestly, I'm seriously ready to get this trip over with. It's been a long trip. Just ready to get it over with. Yeah, so anyway, Yeah, it started to thicken the further I got up the hill. Started to thicken on the road and up ahead. Honestly, it wasn't really that bad. But as light as I was, I'd probably been slipping and sliding everywhere. Some of these vehicles that had been passing me who decided to go up here barefoot, you see them up here in just a minute, sitting over at the rest area. They said, whoa, shit, fuck this. Put their ass over there. Anyway, but no, it wasn't so bad. Climbed it, got through it, got to the bottom of the hill, found a nice little spot to go take them chains off. Just a couple minutes. Put them on, a couple minutes, take them off. I got rolling. Instead of just sitting around, like I was saying earlier, I've been sitting around enough waiting on this weather. I'm tired of it. Need to straighten up that box, Jesus. Alright, so this is just a little west of where I had just taken off my chains. This is actually the city of Wells, Nevada. I gotta stop, take my 30-minute mandated Department of Transportation break. My truck doesn't look so bad after all that mess, but look at the vehicles I got on here. Man, they took they get even worse later. Just wait and see. Anyway, I gotta take a break. I'm gonna make some lunch and then ponder. Making a little lunch before I get rolling. I'll chow down on this going down the road. I've been on a sort of a somewhat of a routine lately where, I mean, there's never a routine with time. Like, I don't get up at the same time every day or night. I get up at different times every day, which is usually at night. I like to sleep during the day, let all the nutcases have the daytime, and I'll take the nighttime to do my driving. But I've had this routine lately where I have these boiled eggs for breakfast, a yogurt, a tibia, and some Metamucil crackers right here, like these. Metamucil. And then a granola bar and then whatever else. And I have some vitamins. I take vitamins like religiously now. And I just turned 45, like last month. And let's see here if I can get this somewhere. Still talk to you. Let's see. Usually I put on some weight every winter. It's not unusual. I don't think it's unusual for anyone. But this winter, I put on a lot of weight. I mean, and in the evening time, it kind of varies on what I eat for dinner. Well, I may have some noodles that I have stored away in there, or I might make another sandwich. But I eat immensely. I mean, I guess this isn't out of control here or anything, but it's kind of a big sandwich. And anyway, But I think mostly the weight I've put on is from my breakfast routine. 3 boiled eggs. I don't eat the yolks. Maybe a little bit of it, but. And then what I showed you there. And then later I might have a banana and some pecans. I mean, it's pretty the same shit every day. I have to have routine like that. It's very ritualistic. And when Freud says the man needs ritual. But my breakfast, I think, is where I'm putting on a lot of my weight. It's about time to roll. Yeah. And I eat like I'm lifting weights, like I'm trying to put on, like I'm bulking up. Thing is, I'm not lifting weights. So naturally, I'm thinking, maybe I should start lifting weights. Again, I haven't done that in years.
From Reuters.
Hell, I used to put up videos of me lifting weights here on this channel many years ago. Doing push-ups, doing chin-ups and pull-ups from a tree at rest areas and shit. And somewhere along the way, I got out of doing that. And since I've become a complete independent owner-operator, I've really gone down. My mind is so busy all the time. Like, things that I used to put a lot of energy into, like this channel, I've turned it all the way to my business now. Because everything has changed. Whereas I used to be the driver. Someone would call me and tell me what to do, and I'd go pick some shit up and get going. And then someone handled my finances. Someone handled every aspect except for driving this truck and taking care of the freight that's on that trailer. Now, every single thing is on me. Every single thing. So everything has changed. I'm constantly thinking about the top deck. I've been looking for something to put on the top deck forever, looking for it since I left, knowing the main piece that I have on here is that van. So I needed to find shit to go with it. I started out and I picked up in Indianapolis some truck beds and took them not very far, but then I had that open space again. So then I got over in Nebraska and picked up that piece, the little Bobcat, and then was looking for something to put on the top that can't find it. So now I've just come to the conclusion that I gotta go on and I'm gonna get this shit off tomorrow, which is Saturday. Both of the people I'm carrying for, they don't mind unloading tomorrow, so that's great. I still gotta sit over the weekend. I found something that picks up in not too far from where I'm unloading, maybe 60 miles, that picks up on Saturday and goes to Oklahoma City, but it doesn't unload until Thursday. But I gotta be over in Indiana to pick up a truck for a customer, and so I ain't got time to fuck around. I gotta get that way. And then on top of that, nobody wants to pay. Nobody wants to pay coming out of California. I'm looking at the rates right now, like $1.60 a mile for a truckload, 44,000 pounds, going across the mountains. It's ridiculous. So, and then, so all this stuff, everything's changed, man. Everything has changed. So I'm wondering if some of this big belly I'm putting on is what they call stress fat or whatever. But I need to kill that. I need to get after it, man. I need to hit the gym. And I'm a very what's the word? stick to myself most of the time. I don't like being in big crowds. I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm not very friendly. I'm not very, I'm not good at small talk and all that kind of stuff. And being around other people kind of bothers me, especially when there's a lot of them. And then something like a gym would just be very annoying to me. I think the last time I was in a real gym I was overseas, and it was a big tent full of weights and stuff. And anyway, I need to get my own gym here. I've got 76.5 feet of shit I can use to help put some muscle back on this body and burn some of this fat. So I'm thinking I should get after that. Spring is here supposedly, so maybe it's time to burn off this middle-aged winter weight and try to get healthy. I don't smoke anymore. I don't drink anymore. I am a saint these days. I mean, whew, a lot of changes I've made in recent years. And anyway, I need to go trucking. I got somewhere to be. Well, there you have it. For somebody who doesn't like talking to people, I sure talk a lot. Well, I guess I've done said it all. Anyway, like I said, I got somewhere to be. Yeah, Barb. Sorry about your van. Shit. Alright, so here we are. It is early Saturday morning here in Fernley, Nevada. And I'm getting these vehicles washed off on the trailer. I really want to get my truck washed, but yeah, see, look here. Those things were terrible looking, completely covered in mud and dirt, and I just feel like a total asshole if I show up to give these customers their vehicles and, you know, they look as bad as they were looking. Even though I can't wash mine, it'd be a total waste. I got word from one of my fellow YouTube truckers the day before that Donner was going to be a mess. And here it is. That snow, it is piled high over there on the left. That's taller than the truck. It was mostly dry, but, you know, salt everywhere. Anyway, I got down to Applegate, California. Met the customer where they wanted to meet on an off-ramp there in Applegate. They got their vehicle, put it on their little trailer, and we parted ways. Then got over here to Citrus Heights, right over by Sacramento, and gave this lovely lady her Mercedes van that she's been waiting for. Well, that's that. I'm stuck here at the 49er all weekend now. I need to grease the trailer and the tractor. I got plenty of paperwork and shit I can do. Gotta get ready for taxes. Never had to do that before, you know, IFTA and all that shit, so anyway. See you next time.